Hello, everybody. This is Dan and Ishmael
Joey.
and Joey.
Hello.
And we're here outside the Civic Auditorium. And I know you're going to see me probably show you locations since we do live in the Hollywood area. I know of some of the locations of where things happen or have happened in the past. Some of them going back 100 years or more. So you'll see more of that as time goes on because it's fun, right? Might as well be in a fun location to talk about something fun or something serious, right? And speaking of, that door right there, this is the Pasadena Civic Auditorium. When I was on America's Got Talent, that's where I arrived. And that's the doors, the entrance to the backstage area for the show. Anyway, things are not the way they appear to be. When you talk about reality TV, it's not what it appears to be. So it shouldn't be called reality. So even in every part of society, in part of life, the politics and everything, things are not what they appear to be. And I think that's an important thing to keep in mind, when you are using critical thinking skills to analyze any information that you come across, right? And it's really important that we continue to do that, right, Ishmael?
Yes, definitely.
That's why we like Caleb's analysis.
It's very profound, and it's not just surface level, and it's very educational. It gives a background to the topic that he's explaining, like the history and the path it took and how it became what it is at the moment politically, like depending on which subject matter it is.
Exactly. And also to be open to changing a perspective, because you might learn something, right, Joey, that you didn't realize before, and you can learn a lot from Caleb's books and Caleb's live streams. And I think that's one aspect that most groups don't have. They don't have leaders with that much knowledge and that much world experience as a world traveler going to places. One of the things I notice sometimes when people are critical of like China or Russia or North Korea or Iran, I ask them well, have you been there? And they say, no. Okay, I know people that have been there. I'm going to listen to people that have been there before I'm going to listen to somebody who hasn't been there giving me an opinion, because that is my preference, right?
Yeah. I've learned a lot, especially in the 2020s, I've learned a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, I think we've seen just in the last 5 years how, things are really not the way they appear to be. And now we can help the masses over time understand more about what is real, what the facts actually are, and help them, because we know how learning the facts has helped us. So we also have to be patient with people and realize they may not be there yet psychologically or whatever it is. And some people have been very traumatized by everything from what they went through with the Bernie Sanders campaign to the COVID pandemic era, to Trump, to Israel, Ukraine, Palestine, even the riots here in LA or the fires in LA. People are just traumatized by just one thing after another, and we have to be understanding of that and give people some space, give people some time, as we've allowed ourselves to have to how we got to where we are now, right? We just got to continue learning, share information with each other, and be supportive of one another. So have a great day wherever you are. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, Iran.
Yeah, peace.
And freeze the ice.
Peace, yes.